Hey everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the SpiegelMom Scraps design team. And I'm going to be working with this ornament banner cut file. There's actually two cut files. There's the one where you can create the shaker like it has the window, and then there's a second one where you could place it behind that first cut file and to create the back of the shaker element. I'm also going to be using the Alchemy Pigment Color Splash kit. It has the best like little rose gold hexagon sequins in, or it's like little glitter in that little pot. So this kit is so pretty. You get four shimmers products. You get a blings and gold glimmer, a shimmers and silver bells, as well as precious metal, and another blings in high ho silver. You also get, I know, right? This kit is packed. You also get gold, excuse me, sequin Christmas trees as well as silver ones, and then you get this metallic gold pen as well as some silver and gold. It's not twine, it's like a shiny excuse me, rope, but love it. So okay, so I am working on my shaker first. So I pulled out that first cut file that I did, and I have trimmed and cut and glued down some acetate pieces, and I'm going to be using my Doris narrow foam strips that I've been using on a lot of my shakers. They work perfectly on oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, excuse me. They work perfectly on cut files when you make shakers with cut files because they're very skinny and they are the perfect amount of dimension. It's not too much, but it's just enough to create shakers and to add the little foams on the skinny areas in a cut file. I usually buy them from Simon Says Stamp, excuse me, and I have for a couple years now. I know Christina from Redefine Creative, she is carrying them in her shop as well. But yeah, so, and they're by Doris, and I absolutely love them. Okay, so I have added those foam strips around my little ornament pieces where I know I'm going to add some sequins. And I'm going to carefully place my silver trees as well as this beautiful rose gold glitter. I love it so much. And I'm using a Nuvo craft spoon. I find it to be a lot easier for me to add sequins as well as this glitter to my little shakers. I do, sequins always sticks to my fingers for some reason, and it drives me crazy. So I love the spoon, and it helps me control, for the most part, where my sequins will land. Obviously, some still, you know, fall out or whatever, but for the most part, my sequins go in a lot easier when I use that little spoon. It just helps me out. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to back my little cut file here. And I backed it off camera because my head gets under the camera and in the way. And so what I did is I just took that second cut file and backed it with or behind that first cut file and sealed it up and adding some extra adhesive on top of my foam. And I always tell y'all that in all my videos when I create a shaker, I always add liquid adhesive on top of the foam just to ensure that my sequins shaker or element or pocket or whatever I'm creating is double sealed so that I don't lose those sequins in the future. So of course I'm going to be working and adding some mixed media to my project. I'm going to be again working with these shimmers products that came in that alchemy kit. So I've pre-prepped some basil marshmallow cardstock with some white gesso. And I am going to be adding the shimmers colors here. I wanted a subtle shimmery shiny background behind my little ornaments. I had a color scheme in mind. I do towards the end add more color. I just wanted, in the beginning I wanted it like pink and black and white with, you know, the gold and the silver accents from my little sequin shakers. But then of course I needed to add some blue and a few hints of red. I am usually not a traditional Christmas color scrapbooker. The reds and the greens, you know, like the primary colors, it's, I don't know, it's just usually not my vibe. I mean, I can make a Christmas layout with it, but I tend to stray more towards the pinks and the blues and the purples on my scrapbook layouts for Christmas. So anyways, back to my mixed media background. I have just applied some of those shimmers and, just very lightly, just something that will be peeking behind my ornament banners. Now I only made 2 sequin shakers, and then I used that second cut file as like the backer as just an element on my page. I didn't do anything with it, and I kind of liked how that looked. But I'll show you that here in just a minute. So I wanted some black splatters with some paint. So I took some Allie Edwards paint that I had in my stash, and I splattered those or that all over my page because it did match that pattern paper that I used for the cut file backers. Sorry. I'm like struggling with this voiceover. Okay, so I wait for that to dry overnight, and then I'm going to go back and then I'm going to start embellishing my page and finishing it off. So just cleaning up my mess, and here it is there. So yeah, as you can see, that middle one is the backer to that ornament banner, but I thought it looked great just as is. It doesn't just need to be as, a backer. I thought it looked great. And so, you get these 2 cut files in the 2 days. I guess I forgot to say that. It's the second day of the 12 days of Sparkle. If you're not signed up, go to the SpiegelMom Scraps website, enter your email, and that way you can be a part of all the fun that's happening. And then over the next 12 days, there's going to be new pigment, color splash kits revealed and cut files, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. And I believe there's going to be coupon codes released. So definitely make sure you're subscribed and you're getting the newsletter and you're getting the emails, because there's lots of stuff happening over the next, well, yesterday was the first day, over the next 12 days. So like I didn't mention before, the pattern paper that I've used for my ornament banners, I believe both of those are Hip Kit exclusive papers, and I'm working with my November Hip Kits. And see, as you can see, I'm honestly picking through and getting all the colors from these kits that I usually just gravitate more towards. There are hints of red, but it's not just full on like bam in your face red. It's more, just little, what am I trying to say? Just little, like, yeah, little hints of it here and there. I'm going to put my title in the middle of that ornament banner cut file right there. And my title is going to be pretty basic. It's Merry Christmas. This photo is of my boys. They had left to see their dad, what was this, like 2 years ago? And they had come back. So this was after Christmas, but this is our, when we drove back from Dallas from the airport. And that was, the morning where they were able to open up all their presents for me. And yeah, it was a good day. And I just love how they're just smiling so nice. And I love it. They look so handsome in that photo. So I made it, I think this is a little bit larger than a 3x3, or maybe it's a little bit smaller. And I wanted it to fit perfectly right there. So my photo is black and white. That ornament banner backer, I guess you could say, is black and white. So you can kind of tell the color scheme that I was going for, like I said. So it was going to be like black and white, hints of pink, the gold, the silver. That's what I was going for. But then as I'm starting to embellish, I wanted to add that like cornflower blue that you can see with that the little mice, their little sweater. Is that blue, that little ornaments blue. I just loved that. And then in the title, there's that really pretty blue. So I thought it was perfect, I guess you could say. It was a great color to kind of throw in along with it. And I think it balanced out pretty well. So I'm just going to be messing around, figuring out how I'm going to embellish the rest of my layout. That's basically all that I'm doing now, is just choosing certain things and what I want to add. I do go back and forth with this little cat. This kitty is so gosh dang cute, and I felt like I needed some more blue over there, because it kind of looks like a purple, doesn't it? Like it's like a more purplish blue. And I felt like I needed that color on that side of the page, but I didn't want to cover up the tree. I just couldn't. The layering of those 2 pieces, I mean, I do like to layer, but it just, I wasn't feeling it. I do in the end actually just throw it on, because I thought I would find something else, but I just kept going back to that dang cat, and I'm so glad I did, because it's just so cute. But lots of stuff came in the November kits for Hip Kits, so I'm just, I wanted to use all the things, and that's, I think, another thing that I struggle with is when I get a new kit that I'm, that I'm excited about, I want to throw everything on my first layout that I make with it. And so I get real indecisive, and that's what you'll see me, playing around here. Trying to figure out what I want. I thought the penguin was going to make the cut, but he was just too dark, I guess. And I'm trying out that cat again. I don't give up. But yeah, so make sure y'all are subscribed or you're signed up to get the newsletters. It's called the Sunday Sparkler, as well as the emails, so you can get all the info and look at the posts. There's going to be projects that are posted over the next 12 days. Just lots of fun, and these pigment, I think it's Pigment Color Splash. Am I saying that wrong? I think that's correct. But yeah, Jody is releasing more over the next 12 days, and I cannot wait to see the ones that she creates. And one was released yesterday, and it's this gorgeous, like, Valentine's Day one, since that's like basically the next holiday. Oh, it's just Pigment Splash. It's not Color Splash. So sorry. It's just a Pigment Splash kit. So the Love Knots kit was released yesterday. And then the ornament banners cut files are going to be emailed, or will be in the emails as well today. And yeah, there's just lots of stuff going on. And I had so much fun working with this cut file. And I love making sequins shakers or a shaker element within a cut file. And these two cut files really make it easier, or make it easy for y'all to create it. It kind of, the work is already done for you. You just have to add acetate or packaging, or like a pocket life page protector, anything clear that you can just make to use as your window with some foam tape. It doesn't have to be these foam strips. I usually sometimes cut down the foam tape that I have if I want to make it skinnier, or if I need a thicker piece. But yeah, so this is very, the work is all done. You just have to add the stuff to it. And it's fairly simple. But yeah, and I'm so sorry. It feels like my computer is slowing down. So hopefully my voice and what you're seeing is the same. But I'm so happy with how this layout turned out. I had a lot of fun creating the sequin shakers in the cut file, and then as well as embellishing around it. Now here I come with some crepe paper paint in that same blue. I thought I needed a little bit more blue. I thought it would just kind of tie it all together, and I'm really glad I did. I love how this one turned out. It was so much fun, and it's another fun Christmassy layout with some non-traditional colors, which I like, and I love that alchemy kit. So yeah, she still has some in the shop, so definitely go take a look and see what's hasn't sold out. Go snag yourself one. Don't forget to use my code Brianna15 to save you 15% off. Here are the final photos. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.